Life comes at you fast. You can't always be ready for it. Sometimes you're blocking for a right and it starts feeding you a left. Sometimes you trust a fart and then suddenly you need new underwear. Sometimes you think you have 4 months to slowly and meticulously enter into the workforce and hoard wealth to prepare for moving out, when in reality you have a matter of weeks. Hello everybody, and hi, my name is Kieran, and I have kind of taken an impromptu break, a bit of a rest period from posting and all that. How long has it been since I've done work properly and regularly? Yeah, we're halfway through the month and I've only posted a few actual full videos. I explained back on the first sort of all the changes that have been happening to my life, and you know, I'd been slowed down because I needed time to process and consider everything that was going on. Oh my gosh, it's been a month in Minecraft. I have Minecraft videos recorded, I just haven't edited them. I just can't make that last crucial step in the process. Minecraft is coming back, don't worry. Also, like, all videos are coming back. It's just my brain has been liquid for so long now. From going overworked to being unemployed to, if you didn't catch what I was telling you before, I'm moving out by the end of the month. I have a new job in a brand new city, 3 hours away from the city that I've spent my whole life in. And man, I'm just too autistic for this schnizzle. I think this would be a lot for any person to take. It's because it's such a quick turnaround. Because when it was initially gonna be like 4 months, where I was like, okay, I'll be taking 4 months to try and find some short-term work I can do to give me some cushion before I go and find my new life in a new city. But no, I'm turning right around. I start a new job on June 5th. I'm gonna be gone, man. Naturally, I was very overwhelmed. As of recording this, I got this news a week ago, and I tried to film this video like the day after, but I was just in such a wreck trying to wrap my head around everything that is about to happen. And because I didn't tell anybody about it before or immediately after, because I had a job interview a week ago. And how that job interview went would determine my trajectory and the speed at which I would be uprooting my life. So I went from having 4 months to tell people to having 3 weeks to not only tell people, but also get everything in motion and get a plan together and, you know, do shopping. I bought steel toe shoes. They're quite nice. There's just so much to get done, and there's so much to learn in so short a time. And just doing the rounds, informing friends and family that I'm gonna be gone in a month. It's such a fast turnaround. Like, I think that's one part that I still haven't actually, like, fully reconciled with, is just the speed at which I am making these dramatic changes. Because again, for anyone who doesn't know, I am on the autism spectrum, and one of the key components of that, at least in my case, though it is very common, is that change is difficult. I'm talking like, if my daily routine is thrown off by like an hour, then even that can just throw me off for a day or more. Like, it's just, changes are so tough for me to process and address correctly, even on a small scale. People, if they rearrange my room, oh my gosh, the last time somebody went into my room and cleaned it out and rearranged it, I was not okay for like a month. So like, you can imagine what it's like right now. I'm not just having my routine thrown off by an hour. I'm not having someone come in and rearrange my room without my know-how. There's a bee out there, he's very cute and fat. I'm leaving my room into a different room 3 hours away. It's helped by the fact that I'm not moving out on my own, because then that would be 3 things: new job, new city, and learning how to live on my own. I have cousins up in Edmonton, which is where I'm going. I have family there, and my cousins are being very kind and allowing me to stay with them in their spare room for the first few months, just while I get settled into the new job before I start looking at apartments. So there's one less thing that I'm having to do immediately, but man, so much. Even talking about it, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I tried to make this video the day after I got the job once I realized, okay, here's my new time frame. But man, I just couldn't make any kind of coherent thoughts. I hadn't processed it. I still haven't fully processed it. I imagine I'm not gonna fully process it until a few months after I've already made the move. So I might just make it through this next year in a fugue state. So don't hold me accountable if I say weird things in videos. I do anyway, so never hold me accountable. Terrible standard to set. So it's a big time, and I've had to take basically the last week off from YouTube just to sit and process everything and think and just allow myself the time to chill, you know? And it's like, and I needed a rest period anyway because I had been working myself to the bone with my last job doing editing for other people and editing for myself. It was a lot of, I was starting to get the beginning tinges of burnout, so it was good that I took some time to rest. By the time you see this video, I might have taken another week just to give myself the time to stock up on videos to make sure it's less of a sprint and more of just a light jog going through life. But yeah, this is all to say, enjoy this background for a little longer, because it's gonna be gone for potentially ever. So bask in the glory. The mirror that I never really liked having because I thought it cluttered, and also it shows you the clutter that I also have in the room. And I only just hung my sword and jack chain / metal bikini bra and shoulder cape. This room isn't gonna be the place anymore. It's gonna be potentially a series of new backgrounds over a short period of time. And I've only ever worked part-time hours before. As far as like paid work, obviously part-time work in YouTube is definitely a full-time job. Doing YouTube alone is definitely a full-time job, and often more than. But this will be my first time doing an actual 40-hour work week, which will be interesting. I often find, and maybe this is an ADHD thing, or maybe I'm just a psychopath, let me know in the comments below. When there's tons of work and no choice but to do it, I find that I never tire out until I get the work done for the day. I think my body just gets into this do or die set. I imagine that'll kick in. Hopefully it'll take over at least until I can settle into a comfortable routine with everything. But I don't know, I have a history of getting into this set where there's things that need to be done and there's no time to waste on them, and I just get into this grind mode where I'll come home from work and immediately get into my own stuff, and I don't allow myself the opportunity to feel tired or run down until I'm able to go to bed. Then I'm like, oh wow, I'm real sleepy. And I do think that it might be helpful to have full-time hours, because that was one of the hardest things about working part-time, is that your shifts are always different. And again, I like me some routine and predictability. So it might even be helpful to me to just have 5-day work weeks where I clock in, get paid, clock out, and then I can work in my own things. I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of learning in this next year is gonna be insane for me, I should imagine. It's gonna be a lot of learning. Obviously, like, you know, the new job and the new skills that are necessary for that, but then also just like building life skills, learning about being on my own and being beholden to nobody else. Being beholden to nobody. I'm only gonna be looking out for me, and that'll be an interesting experience too. Beholden to no one. There it is. It's a lot, and I'm nervous, and I'm a little excited, and who knows what things are gonna look like over the next few months. Hopefully, having this structure and discipline in my day-to-day life will add a backbone to which I can do regular uploads on the channel, as I have been intending to for so long and not doing it for various reasons. It's a new stage of life. It's a new chapter, and it's gonna demand a whole new version of me. A better version of me. The next iteration of my evolution. So I hope you'll join me for this potential roller coaster that we're about to go on together. And yeah, that's my life update. That is my explanation for why May has been sparse and why there may be some more irregularities to come in the near future, but gonna do my best to keep things streamlined and ironed out as best I can while I'm figuring out all these new chapters in life. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, cool. So cool. Yeah. So yeah, cool. It's yeah. So cool. Cool. So yeah. Cool. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. Cool. My name has been Kieran. Hi and bye. Subscribe for chaos, and I love you. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.